One of the most adored families on reality TV is hit by tragedy tonight. Little People, Big World star Amy Roloff was in a terrifying vehicle accident on the highway. Fans everywhere are holding their breath because her life is in jeopardy. What actually took place? What happened during this accident? And Amy's future as she battles for her life. Keep an eye out. Here's the whole tale. Greetings from our channel again. Amy suffered serious injuries in a violent collision earlier today. Within minutes, emergency personnel showed there, and she was taken to the hospital. Millions of fans, friends, and family are heartbroken and will cry every second of the accident and her current status. Amy Roloff's most well-known role before to the accident was that of the Roloff family matriarch. Amy has been a fan favorite since the 2006 debut of Little People, Big World because of her kindness, sense of humor, and unflinching bravery. She reared Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob on their renowned Roloff farms in Oregon with husband Matt Roloff. As Amy managed the pleasures and difficulties of family life, viewers gazed in wonder. Navigating the highs and lows of marriage to enjoying harvest celebrations. She developed into more than a reality celebrity over the course of 20 seasons. She turned into an inspiration, demonstrating that anyone can triumph over challenges with poise and willpower. Sarah, a longtime fan, recalls the first time she saw Amy on television. She had a knack of making the screen glow. We shared her laughter. We shared her tears. She was like family. Now that Amy is lying in a hospital bed, struggling to breathe, the shock is only heightened by the years of shared tears and laughter. Amy Roloff was returning from a conference in Portland on May 27, 2025, when she left on Highway 30 shortly after 3 p.m. The sky was clear and there was little traffic. Amy's black SUV was apparently inside the speed limit when a semi-truck carrying agricultural goods suddenly swerved, according to state trooper records. Michael Thompson, a witness, claims that I was behind her. Before the crash, I noticed the brake lights flash. Everything happened so quickly. She was in front of me 1 second, and then the metal was falling apart. Within 7 minutes, emergency personnel came. The scene was characterized as chaotic by first responders. Airbags deployed, smoke rising, Amy's car stuck under the trailer. Amy was quickly pulled from the wreckage by paramedics. In order to rescue her, they had to stabilize the frame of the jammed door. The collision's force was disastrous. The semi-trailer jackknife is recommended for both lanes based on preliminary investigations. At an approximate speed of 45 miles per hour, Amy's SUV was hit on the driver's side. According to trauma experts, brain trauma and serious internal injuries are common outcomes of side impact incidents at such speed. When paramedics observed Amy's state, it was exactly what they feared. Possible internal bleeding in an adult female with unresponsive breathing. The mass casualty protocol went into effect. On the scene, paramedics secured her airway, inserted N4, and packed her with ice to minimize swelling in order to save her life. 12 minutes away, in critical condition, she was sent to Portland's Sacred Heart Medical Center. Amy reached the trauma bay of the emergency room around 3:45 p.m. She was met by a line of specialists, physicians, and nurses prepared to do emergency surgery. Physicians verified that Amy had a severe brain injury in addition to several fractures, including rib and pelvic fractures. Significant brain hemorrhage was discovered by CT scans, which prompted surgeons to perform a precise procedure to relieve pressure. Chief neurosurgeon Dr. Lezian said, "Mrs. Roloff is in very serious condition. Stabilizing her vitals and halting intracranial bleeding were our first priorities. She is still being closely watched in the intensive care unit on a ventilator. Amy's lungs are weak and her blood pressure has been erratic. To stop more damage, sedation is required. Every hour is a battle at this point." An hour later, the Roloff family was informed. Still in disbelief, Matt Roloff hurried to the hospital. They stayed by Amy's side all night, according to sources. "We have broken hearts. The strongest person I know is Amy. Pray for her, please." Jeremy, Molly, Jacob, Zach, and Matt have all flown in. Close companions from the program. It is reported that Tori, Audrey, and Isabel are praying and holding hands in the waiting area. Tori Roloff recalls, "Amy has always been our rock. She instilled in us the values of love, laughter, and perseverance. A miracle is what we're hoping for." Supporting words, the hashtag #prayerform, trending on Twitter, rose emoji-filled Instagram stories, and touching videos of affection from all around the world have all been shared on social media by fans. In a matter of hours, fan pages shared information about planned candlelight vigils in Oregon communities, fundraisers to assist with medical expenses, and hashtags like #Amirong. This is being reported as breaking news by entertainment media sites. Exclusive photos of Amy being wheeled into surgery were shared by tens. Since then, TMZ has been requested to take them down out of deference. This display of affection demonstrates how much Amy affected people's hearts. But let's choose compassion over rumors in the midst of the deluge of conjecture. Physicians warn that Amy will need a lot of time to recuperate. It may take months or even years for traumatic brain injuries to recover. Emotional support, cognitive rehabilitation, and physical treatment will all be essential. Dr. Raj Paddle, a neurologist, says early intervention is crucial. "We'll start mild stimulation to help her acquire motor abilities if she stabilizes and stops using the ventilator. Involving the family can significantly enhance results." Matt and the children are getting ready to relocate into temporary housing nearer the hospital. They pledged to give updates as soon as they had news, but they have requested privacy. Let's continue to send Amy our love and good vibes in the meanwhile. Amy Roloff is still in serious condition as of May 28, 2025. Every hour, her followers and relatives observe vigils. As more information becomes available, we'll keep you informed. Please leave a remark below with your best wishes for Amy if you think that group prayer and optimism may have a powerful effect. Additional updates. Matt, who doesn't care about people during a work break, Amy Roloff and her husband Chris Merrick engage in physical contact on the $3 million family farm owned by her ex-husband Matt. Additionally, Chris Merrick and Amy Roloff are exhausted today. However, why? I'll tell you all about it. Amy, 61, and Chris, 60, experienced a passionate moment while taking a break from their volunteer job at Roloff Farms during pumpkin season. An eyewitness claimed that Chris enticed Amy in as soon as 62-year-old Matt vanished from sight. Amy posed for photos with onlookers while Chris led the wagon ride throughout the day. Between meeting fans and stopping on tour, Chris bent over to give Amy a kiss. After spending some time together, the two go back to their respective jobs. The witness said that although she never sees her 53-year-old fiancé Karen Chandler, she assists on the farm. Despite their avoidance of one another, Chris and Amy's ex-husband Matt continued to compliment one another. While traveling about the farm in the wagon, Chris talked about his close connection with Matt and how he met Amy at a singles party in Portland, Oregon. In May 2016, Matt and Amy formally filed for divorce after 30 years of marriage. Matt has 4 children with Amy: Jeremy, age 33, Zachary, age 30, Molly, age 30, and Jacob, age 26. Amy left the property in February 2020, and on August 13, 2020, she sold it to Matt for $975,000. In May 2022, Matt surprised his audience by asking $4 million for 16 of the farm's 109 acres. Instead of accepting proposals from his oldest twin sons, Zach and Jeremy, to purchase the farm, Matt chose to list it for sale. By October 2022, Matt had made the decision to rent out the family home. In August of this year, Matt relisted the farm, but at a reduced price, as was indicated in Move 24. The TLC star has relisted the farm for sale despite it having been on the market for 98 days. This time, $3.4 million is being sought. Amy and Chris were married in August 2021 at Roloff Farms, the Hillsboro, Oregon, property where Amy and her family had resided for many years. Her children and their spouses, including Jeremy and Audrey, Zach and Tori, Jacob and Isabel, and Molly and Joel, joined the celebration with their own kids. Matt had no part in the ceremony. Currently engaged to Karen, the patriarch of the Roloff family intends to move into their ideal farmhouse. According to reports, Matt's dream home is progressing more quickly than expected and will be completed by December. Through an AQ and a meeting with the TLC star, fans who were at Roloff Farms for pumpkin season had the opportunity to ask Matt questions regarding the building process, according to the eyewitness report in Motion 24. Matt's 2018 novel Little Lucy Big Race is said to have been inspired by the family farm dog Lucy. Additionally, according to the article, Matt invited his admirers to a book reading. Following the reading, Matt invited audience members to ask him any questions they had regarding the book, LPBW, or the farm during the Q&A period. A curious visitor asked what was undoubtedly being built on the land. He continued, "Construction has been ahead of schedule, but pumpkin season takes all of our attention." He continued by saying that he and Karen will be moving to the home of his dreams in December. Matt claims that after initially envisioning a farmhouse for the house, he changed his mind and chose to build a more contemporary residence. "I've been living in the one-story house, and Izzy and Jacob will move in where I was when I move into the new house," the TLC actress stated. The one-story home is located between Matt's new dream home development and the family home that was highlighted on LPBW. It is a component of the $4 million Roloff Farms. Chris Murray and Amy Roloff say they're tired, but why? Chris Marek and Amy Roloff from LittlePeople are struggling to take back control of their health. They must recover quickly. Amy Roloff has been going to Chris Marek's house a lot for a long time. At home has been the LittlePeople, large world couple. They are ill with sinusitis and a cold. They appear to have been making an effort to recover, but the infection has persisted for much too long. Chris Marek and Amy Marek have both been sick. She hopes to recover quickly so that she can resume her duties. Amy Roloff's favorite time of year is Christmas. She has a great time when loved ones of the LittlePeople, big world stars visit. One of the most valued times is when she shares her home-cooked meals with her loved ones at the table. Will this cold prevent her from feeling joyous? Despite being ill, Amy Roloff is determined to make the most of the holidays. With Chris Marek's assistance, she just completed decorating her Christmas tree. He thought it was a bit early to begin decorating their home. But it was never too early, she thought, to begin decorating the tree. Chris agreed to set up the Christmas tree before the month of December began, which pleased Amy. According to the member of the LittlePeople, Big World cast, it had significance. She even went so far as to think she had made her spouse appreciate the holidays. But will it get warmer before Christmas festivities start? It is generally expected that Chris and Amy will fully recuperate before the holidays. In one person's words, "Get healthy quickly." It's someone else's wish that they take care of themselves. Another hope is for someone to heal quickly. Nobody wants to miss the Christmas festivities because of illness. She thought about throwing a surprise birthday party. She was well aware that they were celebrating her special day with a small celebration as well. Amy believes that life is all about spending time with her loved ones. She cherishes the memories of spending time with the people in her life. Big world star, thank you to God and everyone who has assisted the tiny people. In order to resume spending time with the people who are most important to them, she and Chris should be able to get their health back on track. Not today. What are your thoughts on today's gossip? Please share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to our channel to receive future updates of similar kind. Thank you.